Well, this week's been a busy one for us. We've been doing a lot of roping, riding some colts, and working several horses on the ground. I've been roping this Smarty Steer a lot, um, and it's an awesome tool. Right here I'm on Sunny. He's my 13-year-old Palomino. And notice I'm just riding him in my Makati setup. I really like working horses in the snaffle bit. My son here, TJ, is on the back end of the four-wheeler, and I really like this camera angle. What it shows me is how the horse is wanting to rate the steer. Shows me the separation. Shows me how his head's acting without a tie down. Right here, I'm driving him forward with my legs, pressing evenly on both sides. These head horses learn really quick that when that rope goes past their face or their eye, they're going to think left immediately. And what I'm doing here, see, this horse is anticipating the entire time that he either has to stop or he needs to go left. So I have my wife, Chris, just keep making lots of circles in the arena. And what I do here is I kick him up, I dally back up again, and I drive him forward with my legs, and I make him listen to my hand. And then, and only then, will I step in front of that steer as if it's in tow, like I'm doing right here. And I make him listen to my legs, and then I make him face up, just like that. You can't do that on live cattle all the time. That's what's the huge benefit of the Smarty. Now, Sonny's been doing really well on the Smarty Steer, and I've been doing a lot of steer stopping with him. This here was the first steer I'd pulled on him in over 2 years. And he did really good this day. I turned about 5 steers in total, and I'm real proud of him. Now notice how I'm not making him face. I'm just letting him be free right now. I don't ask 100% out of the entire run when I'm first bringing him back, and I don't. Now I'll test him on one run or so, but what I'm doing here is I'm actually just wanting him to rate. And notice how wide I was. I really like roping wide on my cattle. I get their head right away. This was a really good run. Now again, I didn't ask him to face. I'm asking him to continue to go forward. Then I make him face. I want my horses to constantly think, drive forward, drive forward. Now this is Scooby, and he's the 20-year-old rope horse. I've roped a lot of cattle off of this horse, but again, I'm bringing him back out of retirement. So I do a lot of steer stopping. This here's Dot. I've had her for many years, and I've trained a lot of horses off of that old cow. Now notice also, I don't have a tie down on. I'm actually roping cattle in my miler snaffle. So I'm really impressed with this horse. You know, he's not trying to run off with me. Again, just strictly a snaffle bit. Now his head pops up, but what I'm wanting him to do is find his own balance, and he did really good there. That's the first steer that I've turned on him in a long time. And it's not a pressure situation either. Look at his ears. They're totally forward. He really wants to do his job, and he does it well. But on a veteran horse like this, I'm only going to turn 5 or 6. I mean, he's good as gold. I don't need to run 20 or 30 on him. What's the reason? He knows his job. Now I'm on Roni. We just got back from a World Series roping out of Pal Butte, Oregon, and have a few things to work on. So in the practice pen, I break things down. Like I've said in the past, I'm a real stickler when it comes to doing box work. I'm a big believer in the fact that the entire run starts right there coming across the line. So in the practice pen, I challenge myself. I break things down, I work on little details, and I push hard. This was a really good run here with poke on the heel end. Notice Roni faced really fast. I was real pleased with that run. It was a really good run. Now I'm on the heel side with Roni. I try to make all of my horses work both ends. I'm a believer, the horse should be versatile enough. He should be able to go cowboy on, go in the arena, go head of steer, go heel one. I try to spend a lot of time in both sides of the boxes. I think it's important to make them well-rounded. Now, I don't expect them to work as good on the heel end if they're a actual head horse, but you never know when you might be able to go on the other side. Well, the last run of the day, my old saddle broke on me. My stirrup leather busted in half right at the top of the fender. So I called up the folks at the Horse Blanket over in Central Point, Oregon, and they said if I could get it to them immediately, they would get right on it. And I was real thankful for these guys. They know that I make a living in that saddle. And this saddle's 24 or 25 years old, so undoubtedly it's going to start breaking down on me. But we got it fixed and came back. Now right here, I'm on chili. And like I said earlier, we had chili for 4 months last year. And when we came back to Oregon, the owner said, pick him up, start roping on him again. Now, Chili was off for 6 months, so he was a little out of shape. So the last several weeks, we've been legging him up, doing a lot of groundwork with him, getting him soft again. And I'm real proud of this little horse. I've probably got about 45 or 50 live heel runs on him, and I have logged hundreds of hours on that Smarty Steer with him. And he's doing really good. I mean, look at him. One rein stop. Big believer of those. Can never do too much of that. A lot of flexing. I see a lot of people, they don't do enough flexing. And then he just lopes off the other direction. Now, over the course of several weeks, been working a lot of circles, straight lines with him, getting him to listen to me. Right here, he's just following lead. He's listening to my legs. He's doing a good job. Now he's warmed up. Pulled out my rope, and now we got him on the Smarty Steer. Now notice we're going really slow. Even though this horse has logged a lot of hours on it, it's been several months since he's actually seen this. So we want to keep it all positive. He comes into place. He's got good position. I rope and dally. We did a lot of circles in the arena. Now I come out of the box. Notice it's slow. Cannot stress enough of keeping it slow for a while. Then you build up speed. Well, at the end of the session here, I thought I would try to see how good or what his memory was for the bridle work. He does a little crossover, a little rollback right there. This was more of just a teaser tester thing. I was kind of showing off in front of the camera with my wife there just to see if he'd remember stuff. Now, he's no reining horse. I haven't spent thousands of hours of getting him to do a spin. But what was kind of neat, though, was 6 months off, and he wasn't really broke when he came to me last year, and yet he still remembers some of those buttons. So I'm impressed with this young horse. He's going to be awesome. Well, guys, I hope you're enjoying the videos. We'll be sending more to you. You guys take care and ride safe.